Hello students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So dear students, allow me to take this opportunity to take you through an area in grammar, and that is formation of adverbs. Formation of adverbs. So talking about adverbs, let me take you back to what adverbs are, and maybe just to mention a few examples that is under the types of adverbs. So talking about adverbs, dear students, these are words that tell us more about a verb. So they are used in sentences to give more information about the verb that we have in those sentences. So there are different types of adverbs that we learned in Form 2. So talking about the types of adverbs, we have got the adverbs uh, that tells us, how an action is performed. There are those that tell us where an action is performed. We have got those that tell us, when an action is performed. And again, those that talk about how often an action is performed. So that simply means that we have adverbs of, place. So these are the ones that indicate where an action is performed. Then there is the adverbs of time that talks about when an action is performed. We can also talk about, adverbs of degree that indicate how much or to what extent that is an action was performed. And there is also the adverb of frequency that talks about how often an action is performed. Now, in this session, dear students, our the area of focus is now on how we can create or form some of these adverbs. So there are rules that help us form adverbs. To begin with, the first rule is that we can form adverbs. We can form adverbs, that is by adding the suffix ly to an adjective. So this is the most common way of forming adverbs, or it is the most common way of typical adverb derivation. So when we add ly to some of the adjectives, remember not all adjectives, when you add the suffix ly to some of the adjectives, we have what is formed, that is will be an adverb. So we have examples in sentence. For example, in the first column, we have the adjectives cheap, slow, and quick. So if we directly add the suffix ly at the end of those adjectives, then what will be formed will be adverbs and no longer adjectives. So in the first that is example in this table that we are having, uh, these are examples of those adjectives that take the suffix ly directly, meaning that we directly add the suffix ly to the base of those adjectives. Obviously, there are those that we cannot add the suffix ly directly when that is forming adverbs, meaning that we will have to omit some letters before adding that suffix. So, for instance, if the adjectives that we have end in letter Y, then letter Y is replaced with letter I, and that is when the suffix li is added. So, for example, there is easy. So if we omit or drop the y, then add letter I, we'll have easily. So if we talk about the sound, we talk about the E sound. But now talking about letter, it is letter I that, forms the E sound during pronunciation. So again, looking at happy, the last letter in happy is Y, so we have dropped the Y and added, we have replaced the Y with I, then that is when we have now added the suffix ly. So the same has been done to lucky. So after removing the Y and replacing it with I, we have luckily. And there is also, these are the example, that is angry. Again, if we drop letter Y and replace it with I, the adverb that is formed is angrily. So again, there are adjectives that end in able or able. That is the suffixes able or able. Some adjectives even end with the letters le. So for adjectives that fall under this category, when we want to form the adverbs, we replace the e with y. So, for example, if again you look at the two columns that we have, so under the adjective column, we have got the words probable, terrible, and gentle. So, probable, for instance, is ending with the words A, B, L, and E, that is able. Terrible is ending with I, B, L, E, that is able. Then gentle is ending with L, E. So, for these adjectives, because they fall under the under categories of adjectives that end with able, and le, we replace the e in them with y to form an adverb. So in probable, if we omit the e or if we drop the e and replace it with the y, we will have an adverb formed, and that is probably. Again, looking at the second word or the second adjective, terrible, if we replace the last E with the letter Y, the adverb that is formed is terribly. Then again, looking at gentle, if we omit the E or drop it and replace it with the letter Y, we will have gently, gently. So there are also other categories of adjectives that end in letter C, or that is a double, I mean letter C. So if an adjective falls under this category, that is, if an adjective ends with the letter C, we are supposed to add the suffix that is ly, that is a double l y, a double l y. So the reason why I've pronounced it as ly, that is omitting, not pronouncing the a, is because when we add them to those adjectives, the a become silent during pronunciation. So if an adjective ends in a letter C, once again, we add the suffix a double l y. But remember, as you pronounce the adverbs formed, the a, the letter a, is silent. So looking at again another examples that we have under the adjective column, there is the word the adjective basic. We also have tragic and economic. So all the three end in letter C. So if we add a double ly to the base of those adjectives, we will form basically, tragically, and economically. All those are now adverbs. So if you listen keenly to how I'm pronouncing those words, then you'll realize that after forming the adverbs, the a is silent. That is the a that is coming just before letter L. So again, we also told dear students that there are some some adverbs that have the same form as the adjectives. So we have got various ways of forming adverbs, but the first that is the first rule that we are looking at is the most common one, adding ly at the base of adjectives. That is the most common one. So in this second rule, we are told that we have got adjectives that take the exact form or the very same form as the adverbs, and vice versa. That is, the adverbs also have the same form as the adjectives. So looking at the examples that we have under the column of adjective and adverb, you'll realize that early is a word that we can use as an adjective, and again, without adding or removing anything, we can still use it as an adverb. So fast again remains fast as an adverb. Hard remains hard. There is high and high, straight and straight, near and near, late and late. So the difference, if maybe you want to know whether some of these words that have the same form are used as adverbs or adjectives, then you have to study the sentence keenly so that you're able to know when you are supposed to use them as adjectives and when you are supposed to use them as adverbs. For instance, in the sentences that we have below, we have got the words fast and we have got hard. So the meaning, or we will categorize it under either adjectives or adverbs depending on how it has been used in the sentences. So how about we look at them? So read the sentences and note whether the word has been used as an adjective or as an adverb. So the first sentence is, it is a fast car. It is a fast car. So in this case, it has been using, that is the word fast has been used as an adjective to describe a noun, that is to describe a noun, that is a car. So the second example we have, the car was driven fast. So in this case, fast has now been used as an adverb, and if we are to categorize it under types of adverbs, it is an adverb of manner, that is indicating how an action was performed. So in this case, we are talking about the manner in which the car was driven. So the second word that we had was hard. So in the first sentence we have, it is a hard assignment. That is again used as an adjective describing the nature of the assignment. But if we talk about the assignment being hard, the assignment is hard. That is now an adverb, as it give us more information about the verb, and that is it. So again, on the third category, there are also adverbs like well and good. So well is just an adverb correspondent of the adjective good, meaning that they can be used in sentences to mean the same thing. So again, if you look at the sentences that we have below, in the first column, we have, she is a good pianist. So using well, we can still say that she plays piano well. Again, the second sentence or the second pair that we have, there is this sentence, they are good writers. So if we are to rewrite that using well, then we will simply say that they write well. So the only difference is that the word well now appears at the end of those sentences. So dear students, that marks at the end of this session. Thank you for keeping it easy, Limo. Until next time, bye.